Elliott appointing the board today, is that something to build on?
Definitely. I think, I'm really pleased with the week that we've had with the lads. Some nice bits in the game that, we're really pleased with. I felt like we created some decent opportunities. A little bit hard done by in terms of maybe should have got more from the game, possibly. But in terms of everything that we've asked from the players and what we've done on the training field as a collective group is it's definitely signs of encouragement.
Started pretty well, some chances at both ends, frustrating to go behind though at the time that I did.
Yeah, I mean it's never nice to concede a goal, and from the angle I had, I'm not one to sort of point the finger and decision making and things like that from officials, but it just looked a bit of a soft one from our point of view. But hey, it happens. We might gain an advantage from that further down the line. But yeah, disappointing to concede like we did. A soft penalty, especially when we had created some good opportunities. And I think the reaction from the group was fantastic. If you look at the Blythe game last Saturday, we started well, and we were one up and conceded, and we just sort of looked a little bit deflated a little bit. And to be fair to the players today, I didn't sort of see any of that. So even though we were 1-0 down, I thought their character, their attitude, their sort of willingness to stick together and fight and work for each other, I thought was tremendous.
I was going to mention that you mentioned resilience after the last game against Blythe, and they showed that in abundance today, and that must be encouraging from your point of view that they're starting to take on board some of the things that you're saying. Definitely.
I mean, we want to play, we want the lads to enjoy having the ball, but you've got to have both sides of the game, and to be fair to the group, they're driving that from within the change room before the game. You can hear them all talking about making sure we stick together. We're supporting that on a day-to-day basis when we train, and that resilience to stick together, to be hard to beat, to hard to play against, and work hard for your teammates and people in and around you. And there was definitely signs of encouragement with that. Definitely as the game progressed, but yeah, lots of really, really good things. And I'm just delighted for the lads that we, all right, we didn't win the game, but at the same time we haven't lost, and it sort of stops that little run of defeats.
And the goal for Paul Black today must make such a difference to have someone like that at the top end of the pitch.
Blacky's been fantastic. His goals really, really good goal. I mean, it's an unbelievable finish, to be honest. And how he is in training and everything that he does when he's in and around the group is brilliant. And like I can't, the goals speak for himself. He scored a lot of goals, and maybe he could have got another one quite quickly afterwards, similar to the game last weekend where he's in and he's tried to poke through the goalkeeper's legs. But Blacky's a real threat, and he's a real handful up there, and he's somebody that we've got to use a lot more and make sure that we get the best out of him when we play.
Obviously, we lost Lyric on the eve of this game. We've obviously had to take off Paul towards the end, carried a bit of a knock as well. Down to the bare bones it is slightly, and giving chances to some of the lads like Dan Savage who've been really sort of chomping at the bit to get that chance. Yeah, so
disappointed to lose Lyric. Again in the short space of time been working with him, he's been really good for the group, and he possesses some really, really good qualities. Obviously his parent club have called him back, so from our point of view it is disappointing, but at the end of the day he needs to do what's right for him and where he's going back to at Gateshead. So yeah, disappointing to lose him. Blackie, as much as like I say, we need to look after him because he is carrying a little knock, and we manage him day by day. There's others, Tom Broadbent, playing through the pain barrier a little bit. Gary Little is, CJ who goes down at the end, John LaFood who's ill. So we've got lads who are sort of patched up and prepared to play and fight and try to help us get a result, and their attitude to do that is second to none. So that's brilliant from the senior lads and the first team players, but then it's great for young Dan Savage, and there's other lads on the bench there today who are from the academy as well. Alfie Marriott, Albie Fletcher, the young James Sloan's been in and around it. There's others earlier in the season. So if they do get their opportunity, they've got to step up and take it. They've been around the training a little bit as well, and they've done quite well. But Dan Savage within the academy program has done really, really well. So why not give him an opportunity? And good for him that he's made his debut. And again, the players in the change room made a big thing about it, which is I think personally very special for Dan, and fair play to the players for doing that. It just shows you that we are united as a team, and we are looking after each other, and we want to help each other to hopefully get the win moving forward.
Just finally going to Bishop Stortford on Tuesday, another really long away trip to look forward to, and then one that you're going to have to throw a lot of character in again.
Definitely. I mean, that's that's the message that we need to have. You know, I don't want us to feel sorry for ourselves because, you know, the environment that we're in and where we are. You know, we're travelling down on the day and we've got to play the game, and we're expecting a really good, solid performance, building on stuff that we've done in the last 2 games. So, you know, I don't want it to be that we're sitting on the bus and everyone's feeling sorry for themselves, that we've got to do it like this, and that's where we are at this moment as a club. So, you know, that's how it is, and that's you know, what we can't control that situation. Unfortunately, you know, the game was called off earlier in the season on a weekend, and we've got to go down on a Tuesday. And, you know, for me, it's a test of character, and it's that resilience and that sort of togetherness as a group that we need to make sure we maintain.